Is the purpose of this meeting with ours?
Yeah, we talked about it.
Okay.
Vietnam Veterans of America, Chapter 124, donating $1,000 for construction and maintenance. So, for the last 100 years. We want the tradition to be continued after those of us who built it are long dead.
Came back from Desert Storm. Went back to school at Western and got my nursing degree and got a direct commission back onto active duty. Served in the Army for almost 10 years. Went off to Afghanistan, as Steve said. I was the head nurse of an operating room in a combat support hospital. One of the main things I feel as a veteran currently, and also somebody that still is in the military, respect, honor.
Here today. We are standing on the grounds of the Charles George VA Hospital. Charles George was a Native American who performed the ultimate sacrifice in Korea, for which he was awarded the Medal of Honor. He threw himself on a grenade, not to serve his country, but to protect the men in the foxhole with him. No greater love hath a man than to lay down his life for his friends.
These are the men who taught me about honor, courage, sacrifice.
Stronger showed me that. He opened the spiritual door, showed me the red road, and I've been walking the red road ever since for 12 years.
First Class George Nicholson. "69 years ago, in June, was D-Day. That was the day that Allied forces landed on the coast of France to begin beating back the Nazi war machine. Over 6,000 Americans died on the beaches that day. Every one of them a hero. This young man, well, he was young then, 20 years old at the time. Sorry, 18. But you were 20 on D-Day. Lou was with the Rangers. Rangers have a motto. That motto is "Rangers lead the way." And that's exactly what Lou and his comrades did that day. On a beach called Dog White, when the Allied forces were pinned down by machine gun fire and artillery and mortars, his unit advanced in front of everybody else, installed Bangalore torpedoes underneath the barbed wire, and opened up a path for the Allies to storm the heights that were held by the Nazis. Still proudly wears one of the most coveted awards the Army gives out. It's the Combat Infantry Badge. That badge signifies that he went to see the elephant. He was in combat. I make it a point to tell every Korean War veteran I meet that I would rather spend 5 years in Vietnam than 1 winter in Korea. And by that calculation, I owe George 9 more years in Vietnam. Look at us. We're 3 old men. 69 years ago, he was young. 60 years ago, he was young. 43 years ago, I was relatively young. Our wars are as old as we are. And it won't be long before these gentlemen and I will be consigned to the dustbin of history. And our lives and our wars will be a footnote that will be studied in some American history class sometime in the future that will just bore the hell out of the students in that class. And that's what makes today so important. It's what makes the Warrior's Cairn important, is that we will pass away. Our wars will be largely forgotten. But today's ceremony is about passing this tradition on to these younger veterans of Afghanistan and Iraq. I would like for you all to join me in saluting these 2 brave veterans.
I was only 30% disabled and was getting $30 a month until the rest of your life. Some of you guys down there now are trying to do that. Carrying the rest of your life. Trying to let it out. You relieve yourself of that burden of knowing this.
To hold it high. If ye break faith with us who die, we shall not sleep, though poppies grow in Flanders fields. Thank you, gentlemen. And thank you all for coming. Ron Harrison. Strong Bear, Jim Smith. for a minute. Talk to some veterans.
Harvey, okay, I'll give you. God bless you.